Welcome back everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid. I'm Classic Gamer and let's get on with the rest of the game. Now, last time we had to climb up, we escaped from the prison, as you saw, and I had to go and climb up the communications tower, but unfortunately the enemy knew that we were coming. So they started chasing us. We managed to evade the enemy, only to find the door we were meant to go through was frozen shut. So before we, in fact, went out there, we then managed to go up the way up to the roof to have Liquid destroy the walkway on the roof. We had to rappel down using a rope, which we collected. We then had to deal with some men at the end of the walkway before we were then able to continue on. When we got across, of course, the lower staircase had broken. Was unavoidable, so we climbed all the way back up, and the elevator wasn't working. So according to Otacon, who we met trying to move the boxes that were blocking our way up to the top of the tower, first of all, he actually moved them, and we spoke to him about love booming on a battlefield, and I'll explain more about that later on. We then managed to got up to the roof. We beat Liquid after a lot of times of trying. Even me cutting the video going down to the bottom of the tower A to get rations, couldn't. Eventually went back up, well, got back up there, and we then carried on after beating him. And then we went back down. The elevator was then working as told by Otacon, but he said that he went back to the lab to get us a stealth camouflage suit, and the 4 suits that were left, obviously he took one, were missing. So we then found we were in an elevator that had gone over the weight limit. A very funny bit of Ocelot going, "Look out, Snake, the guys who stole my prototypes are in there with you," or stealth prototypes are in there with you. We fought them. We now got down to this point where we are now, and that's where I cut the last video. So now we are now out on the snowfield, ready to continue our journey across down to Metal Gear's underground base. So, without further ado, let's continue. Oh dear.
Snake, are you okay?
Otacon, were there any other stealth prototypes?
No, there were only 5.
So, this isn't stealth camouflage then.
What are you talking about?
Someone's aiming at me in the middle of this blizzard.
It's her!
Wolf? Sniper Wolf?
Yes, it's her. It's definitely her.
Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
No, I'm not.
So then what is it?
Snake, please don't kill her.
Are you insane?
Please. She's a good person. You'd know that if you talked to her.
Listen to me, kid. She's a merciless killer.
I can see you perfectly from here. I told you, I'd never quit the hunt. Now you're mine.
Wolf, no, you can't.
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit me in this storm.
You see, women naturally make better soldiers.
Wolf, don't do this.
Snake, I'm near. Can't you sense me near you?
It's a mistake for a sniper to reveal her location.
Is that right? Well, I'm going to send you a love letter, my dear. Do you know what that is? It's a bullet straight from my gun to your heart.
Please, Wolf. Snake, no!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Now I'm gonna pay you back for Meryl.
You men are so weak. You can never finish what you start.
Where are you, bitch?
It's Sniper Wolf. You can only shoot at her with your PSG-1.
Snake, Wolf is hiding somewhere in that snowfield. First, you'll have to find out where she is.
She should come out of hiding briefly to shoot at you.
Sniper Wolf. It is pretty unusual for a sniper to announce their presence before they shoot. She must have a real thing for you. Anyway, I do not think it is going to be as easy as before.
Otacon, where can I find ammo for the PSG-1?
I can't tell you.
The most important tools you need to be a good sniper are the senses that you were born with. No amount of training can change those. If your senses are dull from the beginning, you'll never be a great sniper.
That's one way to do it, people. Bitch.
Huh? Colonel, listen to me. I found a parachute near the wreckage of the Hind.
A parachute? You don't think that Liquid survived?
Impossible. As soon as he jumped out of the pilot's seat, he'd be sliced up faster than an onion on an infomercial.
So what's that parachute doing there then?
I have no idea.
A trap?
Either that or a message to me.
Meaning I'm not dead, I suppose.
Maybe. But I think it's more like I'll string you up.
Well, in any case, don't let your guard down.
I won't.
If we do not drastically reduce the number of stockpiled nuclear weapons, it is going to become easier and easier for terrorists to get their hands on them. That means more terrorist attacks like this one. There was some talk about both sides reducing their nuclear stockpiles to a core deterrent force of less than 500 missiles each, and declaring that there would be no nuclear counterstrike in the event of the use of conventional or chemical weapons. But talks fell through. It seems that America is unwilling to relinquish its position as the most powerful country in the world. There is no doubt about it. After the Cold War ended, the chance of a full-scale, worldwide nuclear conflagration was diminished. But on the other hand, the chances of local tactical use of nuclear weapons greatly increased. Civil wars, revolutions, regional disputes. It seems like there is a new war popping up somewhere every day. And many of them are the result of centuries-old hatred between different ethnic or religious groups. These people do not think rationally or logically. In such conflicts, there is no concern for the high civilian casualty rate, and international criticism means little. A nuclear deterrent is meaningless because emotions run so hot. Furthermore, unlike strategic nuclear missiles, the decision to use tactical nuclear missiles is in some cases left up to battlefield commanders. It is pretty scary. As long as nuclear weapons continue to proliferate, the chances that someone is going to use them will also continue to grow.
Right, let's continue.
I waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. I am long shot. You cannot save me.
Right, I'm going to skip it because
Please.
it's jumping again.
Why? Why? I loved you.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me. Everyone's here now. Oh, okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye. Snake, you said that love could bloom on the battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed. I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
I know.
You'll have to protect yourself now. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bombed to hell.
Yeah.
We might not meet again.
I'll hang on to my codec. I want to keep helping.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
Snake! What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll be searching too.
So we've defeated Sniper Wolf and we had to kill her. She was long shot and we couldn't save her, so that's level 7. I will come back up here later on because I will get a level 7 card. Now I believe there's... Whoop. Yeah, I thought there might be claymores in here. If we just just walk all the way around. Yeah, her body's still lying there. Of course it goes as well later. And now of course we've got 5 rations, which is the maximum you get in Metal Gear 1. So we're gonna just wander around here, then we're nearly at a point in the game where we're gonna where we can stop. We're near the we're practically at the end of this one. So as soon as I've done this little bit, I will save the game and I'll call the end of the video there. And when we come back, we'll be venturing on. In fact, no, I'll go down to the furnace first, which is the part where I need to go before I end the video. So there. In there. So I'll just go in these various things.
A sad story. We shouldn't have turned our backs on the Kurds after the Gulf War.
Listen, we're not responsible for her choices. Everyone decides their own fate, no matter where they were born. Words like fate, karma, it's just an excuse for giving up if you ask me.
I don't agree with you. Maybe if she hadn't been born on a battlefield, she might have had a happier, more fulfilling life. She might not have turned into a killer.
Master, you and I, we're nothing more than dogs, are we?
That's not like you, Snake. Don't let what Sniper Wolf said bother you. Listen, there's not a soldier alive that doesn't question himself. And if there is one, he's nothing more than a murderer. But someone like Wolf, a soldier who's looking for nothing more than their own death, is no good to anyone either. Once she started to look for death, it was all over. That's how you'll end up too, Snake.
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
The entrance to the underground maintenance base is in the north of the snowfield. I'll be watching, Snake.
So let's just save the game one more time. Get rid of this. Right, bear with me everybody. And we've made it, everybody. We've made it down into the final stages of the game. Now, this area is very dangerous, but I'm afraid we've run out of time. So I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. And next time we'll be venturing on deeper into the furnace area, and I'll be explaining why this place is so dangerous. But until then, everybody, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you then.